photographers and all.
Wait, Lynn's still in here.
Okay. Here you go, honey, it's all yours.
Thank you.
Turn this damn radio
Mark, is there any way you could turn the music
Can we get
off?
the sergeant at arms, please?
Sorry about that. Not now, he's busy
Being cool, man, come on.
cool, right.
Well, first of all, thank you guys very much. It's a great honor to be recognized for my performance for this award. However, I can't take all the credit. If it wasn't for a lot of people, I wouldn't be here today from what I've done in the past. I'd just like to give a little credit to those who deserve it. My parents, for one, they got me into a league. I think I was 11 years old or something, church league that we started in, and kind of went from there. I need to thank them. I need to thank my brother too, because they shuttled me back and forth to the bowling alley. Thank God we have a tire store, because we probably wore a few sets out just going back and forth to the bowling alley. A few other people. One that comes to mind that I actually asked some people about earlier is June Chandler. She was very inspirational in my bowling. I'm sure a lot of you know June. She was one of my youth directors when I was in the junior leagues at Delta. She saw something in me, and she told me when she worked at the bowl, she says, anytime you want to practice, she'll take care of it. She wouldn't take free games from me. I didn't have to pay for it. She let me bowl for free, only if I actually practiced. Don't goof around, she said. Don't throw the ball with the wrong hand. Don't throw it between your legs, but practice. Practice shooting your spares. Practice making shots. I took her up on it. I did it for years, thanks to her taking care of me doing that. And I would bowl, I don't know, 15, 20 games a day, 4 or 5 days a week. So, thanks to her, she kind of saw something there, got me into that. Some other people that meant a lot to me. One of them, we heard his name earlier, is Leland Olmsted. Leland kind of took me to the next level. When I became an adult, he showed me what tournament bowling was. He took me out to the professional Central California bowlers tournaments. Got me involved in that. Took me to the high roller tournament in Las Vegas, which is where fortunately for me, I've had some success there. Got me into meeting a lot of people that way. He was huge on getting me just traveling around bowling tournaments. The other one's Terry Engel. I'm sure a lot of you remember Terry Engel and know Terry Engel. He doesn't bowl. I don't think he bowls anymore at all. He's too busy playing poker. Terry had a nationals team. And in 1992, he asked me to join. He gave me about a 10-day notice because they lost the bowler. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough time for me to be able to go and bowl. But the next year, he needed a bowler again, and I wasn't about to say no to Terry. I mean, I looked up to him like you don't know. He took me onto his nationals team, and that was in Tulsa, Oklahoma in '93. And I've bowled every one of them since then, up to just a few weeks ago when I had my 24th year, as you heard, bowling in Reno. As Terry was getting out of bowling, he gave me the team. Said, Ron, this is your team now. I want you to do with it what you want. And since then, I've been running the team, and I don't know how long's Terry been out, 10 years or something like that. So it's been a while. But he got me out of the state. I mean, I've traveled all over the country thanks to Terry introducing me to that tournament club. Another one's a guy that actually, I think, gave Lynn this list of things here, Jocko Mangin. Jocko is one that submitted me for this award. I'm sure you all know Jocko. Who doesn't know Jocko? But Jocko's a talker. He talks to a lot of people. We were bowling years ago, about 16 years ago at a high roller tournament. He went up to Hank Blumerstein and said, you need to look at this guy. This guy might be something good for the company. And Hank watched me bowl. He talked to me, asked me to sign a contract. So I signed with Storm and Rotogrip, and I've been with them ever since. That's been huge. I mean, I've got the technology, I've got people I can talk to about bowling, I've got equipment available to me. But that's thanks to Jocko and thanks to Hank for giving me that opportunity. I wouldn't be here without those opportunities. Another one is Gene Azevedo. He's drove balls for me ever since I can remember. one thing that stands out with Gene is there was a tournament at Dublin a few years back that was a PBA national event there, and I bowled the qualifier, and I made it through the qualifier, and I was into the tournament. I was into, bowling with the big guys, and one of the road grip reps there wanted me to try some different equipment for the next days in the finals. Well, I like Gene drilling my balls. Well, this is, I don't know, 7 o'clock at night or something when we're figuring this out, and they gave me some balls. I called Gene at his house, and I said, hey, can you drill some balls for me tonight so that I can have them tomorrow? I hate to ask you this, but Gene says, I'll meet you at the shop in an hour. Came down, drilled the balls, I went and bowled the tournament. I find out a couple days later that Gene was in bed when I called him because he was sick. He got out of bed, went to the bowl, and drilled bowling balls for me. Now, those of you that know Gene wouldn't think he would do that, but he did it. He drilled it, he took care of it. He's been very inspirational, allowing me to compete and get where I'm at with my bowling. Another one, of course, is my wife. Carrie's been 100%. She's been 100% with me bowling, no matter when I want to bowl. I may want to go bowl on a Peters tournaments one weekend or something, and she's like, "Go." She never says no. She lets me bowl anything I want to bowl, whenever I want to bowl it. When I'm struggling, she tells me, you need to go practice. I don't practice enough, but she wants to see me succeed. So she supports me 100% all the time. I mean, these are just a few people. We could be here forever if I tell you about, Kenny and Robin from Delta Bowl allowing me to do what I do there and bring in tournaments and leagues and things like that, and just stuff that keeps me excited about bowling. So I just wanted to kind of say a few of those people, and I apologize for those that I didn't mention by name. But once again, thank you very much for selecting me to the Hall of Fame. As you can see, it means something to me. Thank you very much.